So I'm very eclectic in my background. I actually have, my undergrad is in history, and I have a master's in international relations, and then a second master's in educational technology and my doctorate in curriculum instruction, specializing in technology. I study lots of things. I'm interested in many things. But my key focus area is how we create learning communities or social experiences that enhance learning. And especially how do we do that with technologies? I think technologies have a role to play in allowing people to communicate socially, and we know that now because of the rise of social media. So my primary preoccupation is how can we use technologies to create authentic learning communities and accelerated learning opportunities for people. I'm really interested in the development of teachers and of teaching as a profession. I'm interested primarily in human learning, how people come to know things and how that learning is applied in their lives. So I empower learners primarily by recognizing that each individual bring their special talent and interest to a learning situation. I'm always interested in the activity and making sure that learners have their own voice and choice in the learning experience. So I'm always looking for ways to allow individuals to express themselves in the classroom so that it's not just, the teacher's show, it's not just the professor's experience that shines through. So design-based learning allows learners to think about a problem from the standpoint of empathy, straight through to a sequence where we allow them to build things to test in that learning experience so that it's authentic, right? It's not just this foreign experience or something we abstract from somewhere else and then drop on this situation. We spend time really learning about individuals who are going to be impacted by your instruction, people who are going to be impacted by the learning experiences that you create. So you have to be able to focus on them, on that individual person that might be struggling to learn the thing you're trying to teach. So in a traditional learning environment, you might be thinking about studying language, and we would typically just think about language as a practice where you study something and then practice speaking it. In the age of making, you could create objects or you could create activities that actually involves your hands in making prototypes around learning a language, right? You could create some structure from some foreign space and label it in that language, right? So it's about making your hands-on approaches into learning. In our school, we focus on learners from early childhood, all the way to adult learning. So our goal is to make sure that an individual walks into a learning situation and really comes out empowered, not just knowing some important and interesting facts, but being able to apply those important and interesting facts. And so in order to do that, we almost always have to find out from the learner where their interests lie. We have to find out from the learner what motivates them. We have to find out from the learner what makes things authentic and real for them. So we have different approaches that we use. We're kind of survey culture if it's the adults, and if it's the younger ones, we encourage interviews and observations.